Hi, I'm Greg from Saniflow. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the Sanispeed. The Sanispeed is our smallest commercial grey water pump, and it's ideal for office kitchenettes, cafes, medical centres and dental clinics. We're going to run through the pump line installation, and at the end we'll be installing it in an office kitchenette. So we're going to rough our pump line in. Regardless of whether it's a Sanicom or Sanispeed, our grey water pumps use 25mm on the vertical rise and increase to 32 on the horizontal run after the first 5 metres at 1% grade. As you can see, we've already got our water roughed in for our kitchenette and part of our pump line. I'm going to talk about fittings. It's always really important to use 45-degree bends, all change of direction, not 90-degree bends. Now the reason for that is 90-degree bends will impact on the pump's performance. It creates a lot of friction loss, whereas 45-degree bends is a lot more gentle. Now make sure you use 45-degree bends at the base of your pump line and also at the top of your pump line. Every change of direction impacts on the pump's performance. It's friction loss. So we're going to finish off the last bit of the pump line. I'm just going to finish off gluing my fittings together. Now make sure that you're using your green pressure glue. So we're just going to saddle off, and when the walls have been lined, the cupboards have gone in, we're going to come back and we're going to install our grey water pump. Our kitchen cupboards are finished. This is an office kitchenette. We've got our Sanispeed unboxed and we've got our trusty instructions. Please read the instructions always. So what we're going to do first is we're going to set the pump up with the foam rubber pads. Now these help to silence the pump so you don't have vibration transferring from the pump to the actual cupboard base. So we're going to fix those to the bottom of the pump, and we're also going to be fixing our fixation lugs as well. They actually hold it to the base of the cabinet. So let's tip this over and we can see. I'm just going to put my glasses on at this point so I can see properly. So we're going to take our rubber pads here, peel the tape off, fix that one there. Last one, there we go. Now we're going to get our fixation lugs here and we're going to fix those on. And now we're ready to actually connect our pump. What we'll do first is we'll do the waste connection and then we'll do the pump line connection. So for your waste connection, the pump comes with multiple fittings. These are inlet connectors. Now what you do is you cut the end of the inlet connector off, opens it up. This end then goes on the actual case itself, on the inlet connector there. And the other end, if you're running 50mm pipe, the best thing to use is a 50mm slab repair coupling. Now the beauty of that is the male end of the slab repair coupling will actually fit nicely inside our inlet connectors, so you don't have to reduce the pipe size and direction of flow. The other thing is it comes with two plugs, bayonet plugs. Now these seal the actual inlet connector off that you don't want to use. So they push in and then they twist, and that actually seals the connector that you weren't using. So we've got our sink waste done, got our trap on. Please always trap your fixtures. You need to trap your fixtures even though you're using a pump. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our discharge elbow in. Now our discharge elbow has our integrated non-return valve, so there's no need for additional check valves in the line, so please remember that. Additional check valves only cause problems, especially if they're spring-loaded check valves, so just make sure you use the supplied discharge elbow with a non-return valve. I'm just going to put my glasses on at this point. So this is our step-down connector. We need to actually cut this down slightly back to one piece here so that it will fit our 25mm pipe. So I'm just going to put that on there and connector has clamp on there. Okay. And we're going to cut this back in order to fit our 25mm pipe. Okay, now that will now fit our 25mm pipe. Be a nice tight fit, but we need to do it anyway. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to install our elbow into our lid. As you can see, that's our discharge point there. The elbow needs to go down so it's past these rings here, because the clamp actually clamps around at that point. The discharge elbow won't come out. Now that's really important. I have seen some jobs where they haven't pushed the discharge elbow down properly and it can pop out. Make sure we're facing out right. Now we're ready to connect our pump line. Now we're using 45-degree bends. 90-degree bend is equal to about 0.7 of a metre of head-in friction loss, whereas 245s are 0.5. If you have a pump line that's rising 3 metres on average, which is probably your average for an office kitchenette, if you're up in the ceiling space and you can't get grade, your 1% grade, and increase the 32mm pipe, then every change of direction is equal to 0.5 of a metre of head in friction loss. So I'm just going to push my 45-degree, my change of direction there, just so I can get the measurement for my pump line there. My ball valve, stick my ball valve on. Okay, we're using our green pressure glue. I know it's not the neatest glue to use, but it is a pressure pipe and it is a pressure system, so we do need to use it. Okay. And tightening hose clamp up. And we're good to go. Turn the power on and we now have a working kitchenette where we couldn't achieve gravity drainage. So we've finished installing our pump. We've got our ball valve on. It's important you always use a ball valve on your pump line to isolate for servicing. We now have a working sink in an office kitchenette where we didn't have access to gravity drainage. We've got a complete kitchenette.